Hello, hi, good morning. Hi, you guys. Good morning. Happy birthday, Virgos. Happy Virgo season. I'm going too fast. Going too fast. So happy birthday. I hope everyone is well. Everyone is blessed. And I pray that everyone is having a prosperous start to your day. I can say that. So I've been away for a few days. It's been a lot going on. I see direction. So we're going to open up the blessed deck this morning. We're going to do a blessed oracle for you guys. And let's see what we got. Thank you so much, Spirit. I thank you, Heavenly Father, for guiding me. Open my heart to do a true and genuine reading. Oh, okay. They fell out. We have independence and direction. Okay. So direction came out. It was meant to come on out. We have independence and direction. I see spaciousness, aging on the back. What do we have? One more card, please. Self-love. Well, there you go. Nothing like it. Nothing like that. You always need that part. Self-love. Nothing like it. Truth. Bottom of the deck. Our fourth card. So here we go. Independence, direction, self-love, and truth. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. Direction. Lord, please show me the right direction. Now, please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. Self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. That's true. Some of us have started this journey of just that. Ben started the journey of just that. And you're very independent and self-sufficient. Yes, you are. I see the high priestess. I see confusion. Direction. Some of us are going in the next direction, another direction. I see the star also. Self-love. Here's the truth to the matter. What do we need to see? What do we need to see? What do we have for independence? What do we have for independence? One card, please. Equanimity. Equanimity brings independence. Two of crystals. So, not that it brings it, but there's an understanding there of with your independence, there must be equanimity. Which direction are you going in, star? The star falls under direction. The star falls under direction. You're going to be guided. You're always guided. Just keep following your direction. Prompting self, understanding self, getting to know self continuously on a daily basis. We have two cards. We have aspiration under self-love, and we have the death card that came out. Why is the death card here on the independence? Under direction falls the star and the lovers. Plus the death card here. Under equanimity. The lovers. Plus the lovers here. Someone may be guided to their lover. Confusion fell on the death card. And confusion landed right on top of the death card. I thought you guys probably could see it. I guess not, huh? Still can't see my cards. Why is confusion here with the death card and independence? Is someone confused about your independence and your growth? Courage fell on the Lovers. Someone's confused about your independence and your equanimity. Your independence brings equanimity. You are that equanimity for others. Courage is here. Fell on top of the Lovers next to confusion. What do we have for aspiration? Who has some courage? You're about to be guided to a lover. Lover's about to be guided to you. Too many. We have art and we have harvest, and they both fell on top of courage and the Lovers. What's going on with these Lovers and courage? Why is it here? Direction, Star, and Lovers. Someone may be coming in your direction. Yeah. We have the Moon here in reverse under aspiration and self-love. The Moon can represent anything unknown. The Moon is also represented as feminine energy. The wolf is howling at that moon. The wolf is talking to this moon, but it's next to the Lover. So why is courage here? Someone needs to tell you something. I see equilibrium, courage, confusion, Lovers, the moon. Someone needs to bring you some information. Chariot flipped over in the deck. Someone needs to bring you some information. There's confusion going on with some things, but not. You're not confused. Someone is confused here. Someone's confused. You just keep your head down. You're not confused at all. No. So the Chariot is here. Someone needs to bring you some information. There's something someone needs to tell you. The Magician is here and Logic is here. Someone did not use logic when it came to a situation. And there's some information that needs to be guided to you about some confusion. Someone needs courage. It's pertaining to a Lover. Someone needs to talk to you about something. Or not. But there's definitely confusion here. Someone needs to use logic pertaining to this unknown. There's something unknown. Or there's something that someone may think that's unknown. Maybe that's why the moon is in reverse. Because this is known. Someone knows. Let's see who knows. And why is it here? Why is courage here? Why does someone need to be courageous? Someone is afraid to tell you something. Chariot is here. Chariot is here because someone... There's the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor is in reverse. Someone is afraid to tell you something and someone needs to tell you something. There's confusion here. And courage is here. The Emperor needs to talk. That's who needs self-love. It falls under the self-love card. And aspiration. What do we have for independence, equanimity? Show me clearly. Why is this Emperor here with confusion, courage? Learner is in reverse. Someone's stuck. Someone's not being open-minded. That's why they're in confusion. That's why they need courage. That's why they also need to be the Magician. Seeing breakthrough trying to pop up. Logical as well. That's the truth. There's no Two of Swords here. Literally, the Truth card is here. Truth. Stagnation fell on top of the Emperor. That's who's in stagnation. That's who's confused. That's who's closed-minded. The Sun. The Sun came out in reverse on top of Courage. Someone is not happy. Fell on top of Courage and the Lovers. Someone is not happy. Nope. Passion is on the bottom. Someone is not happy pertaining to these lovers. Someone mixed in as the lover is in stagnation. This is about these lovers. Someone's in stagnation. Someone is very unhappy right now. They're sad. What else do I need to see? Someone needs balance. Oh, I see disappointment in reverse. Someone needs balance. That's why the Sun is in reverse. They're not balanced. They're not. But they're not being logical. They're not being open. They're not being forthright, forthcoming. They're not. Yeah. They're not. Sorrow is here. Someone is in sorrow. I said that. Someone is not happy. I did say that. They're not. They're not. That's why they're in stagnation. That's why they're in Emperor in reverse energy due to being unbalanced. Being unbalanced. Secrets. Unknown. Needing to divulge information to someone. Why is the Star here and the Lovers? Why is the Star here and the Lovers? See, creativity and integrity. Why is the Star here and the Lovers? Seer. Yeah, someone's seeing something. The Seer knows something. The Seer has seen something. It doesn't take much talking. And the Tower is on the floor. Doesn't take much talking for the Seer to figure it out. They see. They see and they have synergy with the higher power, with the higher knowing, higher understanding. There's synergy there. They know what's going on. You don't have to say much. They read energy. What's the Tower here? The Empress fell on the Emperor in reverse. When I said, why is the Tower here? She landed on top of him. So, as I was saying, this reading is just what I thought it was. Someone is in confusion, in delusion, sorrow. Behind her. It's behind an Empress. Their world is turned upside down. They're definitely in the Tower. This Emperor is in this Tower. She came out upright. But she fell smack on top of him. Upright. So the Empress is out. That's why the Emperor is upset. I saw the Strength card. She brings harmony. So with her out of place, she got on the chariot. She left. So she's out of place. Someone's world is flipped upside down. She brought harmony. This card came out directly after the Empress. The Empress brings harmony. Maybe this person did not realize what the Empress brought until the Empress walked. So once the Empress walked, there comes your Tower. There comes your Tower. You're in reverse. You weren't logical. You didn't use logic. You didn't use logic. Not with the Moon being in reverse. And the Hierophant is here. So this is the energy that she's in. She's in godlike energy. She's in Hierophant type energy. That's why Harmony came out with her. When I asked, why is the Emperor in stagnation? Why is his world turned upside down? Why is he in a tower? Why are they in a tower? She got on a chariot. She walked. She's gone. Literally. She brought harmony. Maybe they didn't realize that until they were gone. Anything else I need to see? Now you're dealing with time and space. Someone's thinking. But someone's thinking with 3 people at the bottom also watching and thinking too. Someone's thinking. They're all thinking. See 4 people in this card. I see success. Someone wants success. Last time and space here. Harvest hit the floor. Harvest fell on the floor. Guardian is here. Someone has been trying to harvest your energy. That's why the Emperor is in reverse. Change is here. And passion is here. That's why the Emperor is in reverse. Maybe this Emperor was harvesting your energy. Now they're in reverse because she's removed her energy. Now they're understanding where the harmony came from. They can't balance it alone. They can't balance, this Emperor cannot balance himself without her harmonious energy. She brought change and passion to them. So now it's very difficult for them to maneuver. That's the truth. I see compassion in reverse too up under here. It's upside down. She's bringing none of that at this point. Pull back. Take it. Back into herself. I just said it. Strength. It's been pulled back, taken, and put back into herself. She's put that strength, harmony, balance, godlike energy that comes with strength. That's godlike energy. Back into her beautiful self. It's time for a change. She demands change. She wants change. She is change. She brings change. She is the change. Liked or not. What do we have? Oppression in reverse. I got setback. Why setback here? Anger. Someone's angry. We have setback and anger, and it fell on the Emperor and the Moon. It fell over here. This Emperor is angry. That's who's in stagnation. They're angry. They're very upset and angry. Yeah. Devil's Play. I picked up the cards and it was at the bottom of the table. Devil's Play is here. Devil's Play was here. Someone was entertaining this Devil's Play. And it could have been this Emperor. Art. Someone's been entertaining it. Inventor. Yep. The inventor. Someone's been inventing shit and entertaining Devil's Play. Now you're all caught up. But the Empress is over here on the other side of the board bringing change, harmonious energy, equanimity, passion, balance, purity, trust, truth. Yeah. She don't know any other way. Fortune. That's about to change for her. Her fortune is about to change. What do we have? Now someone is illuminated. The Surfer card is here. Maybe that's who this Emperor is. Man of Cups. King of Cups. Man of Cups. Someone's illuminated now. Sometimes it takes for you to walk and pull this back. For people to realize who and what you were. Sometimes it takes for you to keep on moving. Yeah. Keep on walking, I ain't talking to you. Yeah, CeCe Peniston was her name. Yeah, keep on walking. Yeah, that song. Because she wants equilibrium. So if you can't bring her that equilibrium, balance, this does get pulled back. She removes that. Passion, ecstasy, love, balance, harmony. That star quality type energy. Now you're in the Tower. Count your blessings. Appreciate what you do have when you have it. Synergy. Appreciate what you do have when you have it. This is not for everybody. Everybody can't even bring synergy. Some people are too unbalanced and outside of themselves to bring equilibrium and synergy. And once you brought all that together, everything else falls in place. Fortune. That's how you became her. And we always get these same cards every time she comes out. This is definitely the energy that she brings, of course. Hermit. Hermit energy. Thinker. Logical. They're logical. They're thinkers. They're going to think before they take action. They're going to put thought into it. Some people say they're overthinkers. I say some people don't think enough. Some people don't think. They make rash decisions. The Hermit is going to think about some things before they make any decisions. They usually are. They're going to think real long and hard. And once they've thought about it, they're also going to involve the Hierophant energy. Higher source. Godlike energy. Because they bring balance. And they bring equilibrium to this Two of Cups. She's going to bring all that. But an Emperor that's in reverse wouldn't be able to understand that. Because they're out of balance. They're out of sync. They're not in tune with anything. With nature, with society, with the higher up. They're only in tune with maybe one or two things, and that's in the lower sacral. Brilliance. Yeah. What do we have? That was the reward. She was the reward. The Empress was the reward. Because of what she can bring. Not necessarily what she looks like, built like, stacked like. None of that. It's who she is. It's who she naturally embodies that is so rewarding. That naturally brings equilibrium. And synergy. Balance, harmony, fortune. Yeah. But now, Someone's illuminated. And it's definitely this Emperor in reverse that needs to be the fool. Someone needs to be a fool. And bring creativity and truthfulness and integrity and honesty. The Emperor is over here with Devil's Play, the Moon, setback, oppression, anger, stagnation. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Because if you've screwed over an Empress, that's exactly the energy you're going to be in. Or if you thought you screwed over an Empress. Even when people don't say anything, I keep saying it doesn't mean they don't know. Count your steps. Commencement. That's what they want. That is definitely what they want from her. Seeker. They've been seeking things, but it comes from one source. One. Look at that guy on that card. Look how he's looking up. He's seeking. But now he will understand that an energy like this wasn't built overnight. An energy like her doesn't just fly by in the wind. An energy like her don't grow on trees either. No, she doesn't. But she's the root of all things great. She's the root of everything that comes with beauty. She's the root of everything that is going to balance him and bring him into his own synergy and to love himself if he doesn't. A lot of men think it's hard dealing with a woman like that. No, it's not hard dealing with a woman like that when you are right side up in this energy yourself. You bring that. So she's definitely looking for that. But if you're in reverse, you're like this, you can't match her. You have to spin. You have to make some changes. You have to turn. You haven't made any changes. Disappointment is in reverse. She's not disappointed. He may be disappointed. She's not disappointed. It's in reverse. She knows who she is. She knows what she brings. She knows what she represents. She knows her direction. She's given herself self-love. And she's very independent. And maybe that's something that puts him in reverse and he can't deal with it. So he runs. What did I say? He's in fear. It flew over here on him when he was in reverse. It flew on top of him. And that was play. So fear does bring these type of issues. The censor, they know them. You're in fear. You're in fear. Being in fear, you can't match her. You have to step your game up. A lot. A lot, from what I see. You're behind many steps, sir. And you're going to be behind because she's protected. And she has a guardian. And she's a protector herself and a guardian of others. So it's going to be hard to get through. It's going to be very, very, very hard to get through if your heart is not right. Because she represents and brings growth. She's everything that grows. She's everything that grows. She's a censor. She's a filler. She represents it all. Over here, negativity fell with fear. Negativity is in reverse, but it's with fear. Someone's afraid. Someone's scared to step out, and it's not your job to help them. Delusional is in reverse. And we have the High Priestess. Purity. Someone is stuck. Literally stuck. Someone is stuck. Someone is sad. They have all the emotions. Someone is sad. Someone is angry. Someone is bitter. Someone is They have all the emotions. They're oppressed, they're in disappointment. They cause themselves this disappointment. You did it to yourself. Master is out. You did it to yourself because she's mastered some things about herself. She went to ground zero. She became the fool before she could step into any of this. She became the fool. She was the hermit. She was a lot of things. She had to build strength, self-love. She became the high priestess. There we go again. They were the fool. They became the high priestess. They have an understanding of what people are, who they are, how they feel. They've mastered this. They don't have to say anything, but they know. You don't have to say nothing. Not much. Not much at all. Compassion, the preserver, and the hangman in reverse. And I see the actor, man of wands. Someone's confused. They've disappointed themselves. How can you play games with somebody and you're the only one playing? There's no opponent. If you're playing games, the other person is not involved in the game. You're playing yourself because there's no opponent. Come on, be real. Love. In reverse. Because you played yourself. There was no opponent. No. You know. Somebody played themselves right here. Because there was no one for you to be playing this game with. So if you're playing games, you need someone to compete with. There's no competition, no competing, no comparing, as they say. So you have to have an opponent. Yeah. Someone didn't play. She said she's too much of this. She represents this. She's all that. She's all this. And nurturing. Very much so. And somebody missed it. Well, look, will you look at this? There's an actor and a player. And this is what was behind it. These two were up, face up. Someone misses that. They played themselves. I just said that. Now you're in dullness. For it. Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, babe? Oh, baby, you missed that rejoicer, don't you? You lost without her. Yes, you are. It showed in the cards. They told everything. You're disappointed. You're sad. Somebody wants a breakthrough. They're disappointed. They're sad. They're in dullness. They were in delusion. They have no courage. They were a player, but you played yourself. Played yourself. Right on up out of a good one. You sure did. And she's in her chariot and walking. Walking, running, moving, driving, it really doesn't matter. She's in the chariot. What else do we have for the player and the actor? And thought the Empress did not know. She just let you sit there and hang yourself with the noose. Synthesis is in reverse. Synthesis is in reverse. Of course it's in reverse. After everything I just saw and read, the Empress is not dealing with the player. No. There is nothing going to be synthesized about this at all. She's going to pull back, move around, and make some changes. If you don't want to make the changes, she's going to do it. She was forced to do it. So she's out. Unless you see some changes being made, she's done. What do you got for the Empress? Fulfillment. That's what we got for the Empress. She's fulfillment. She's everything they could have wanted. And they screwed it all up. Somebody done messed up. Playing. Trying to be a player. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. Because I see Purdy here. I hope it was worth it. Because she stands alone. She stands alone. Proudly. Very proud. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else I need to see? Ah, it failed anyway. Oh. Ah. Breakthrough. Who's having this breakthrough? Is it the Empress with fulfillment? Show me clearly. The universe. As I split it, I see trust. Trust that. Trust. Truth. Oh, we just got all the cards. Huh? Trust it. There's about to be a breakthrough. You have realized what is going on. You know what's going on. You've been knowing what's going on. And as you see your cards, as you read, it tells what exactly it is. Someone, and I'm going to say a male, is in disappointment. Very much so. Someone has lost their balance. Someone has been in devil energy. Someone has not been honest. Someone has been lying to people. Someone has been manipulating people. And maybe they thought they were manipulating you. They thought. But see, you're a balance. And sometimes you'll just sit back and let people do what they do. And you don't say a word. You just, okay, all right, okay, all right. Yeah. Talk to you later. Go do your thing. Yeah, all right, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. But see, they're so narrow-minded, and they think they're one-upping you. Yeah. And you say, okay, all right. Player card again, but it came out in reverse this time. Someone don't want to be a player no more. They done got caught. They are busted. They want a breakthrough. Chariot. Commencement. Synthesis. Yeah, they're in stagnation right now. They are definitely in stagnation. Someone needs to use logic. Tower. Reverse. Confusion. Someone is confused. But they're not confused. They're not confused. They just want to play dumb. People play crazy. Reflection. They're not confused. They know exactly what's going on. Well, I thank you so much. That's the end of this one for this morning. And I'm going to get ready to go to work. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll try to do one later if I feel like it. If not, then this one will just have to be it. But I thank you so much. You guys have a blessed one. Bye-bye.